Hi, I'm Ksenia, Public Relations Specialist of the company RosCo. From the 5th of March, it has become easier for foreigners to obtain a tourist visa to Russia. What is the new procedure for issuing visas? And which foreigners will not be able to use it? Let's talk about it in our new video.
Why was it necessary to change the part of the tourist visa application?
Getting a tourist visa like any other on paper is a complicated story. To receive it, you need to go through certain bureaucratic procedures, collecting a lot of papers. Therefore, an experiment on the digitalization of visas has been launched in Russia. A few years ago, the government of the Russian Federation developed a unified electronic visa project. The results of the experiment were positive. Foreigners willingly came to Russia. Such a visa is issued online, without leaving home. Not all foreigners had the right to apply for an e-visa, but only citizens of the allowed 52 countries. For example, citizens of Turkey, China, Greece, Germany, Switzerland, Hungary. But the political situation in the country has made its own adjustments to the procedure for issuing unified electronic visas. Since March 2022, European countries have tightened visa requirements for Russian citizens. Thus, according to the Russian Foreign Ministry, from January to April last year, Russians received 20 times fewer visas from EU countries compared to the pre-pandemic period in 2019. And as a response in Russia, the issuance of unified electronic visas was frozen. Therefore, it was decided to simplify the issuance of tourist visas.
What are the innovations for foreigners when visiting Russia?
In order for a foreigner to visit Russia, they need to apply for a tourist visa. It can be issued for a period of up to 6 months, subject to certain conditions, confirmation of a hotel reservation or other place of stay of a foreigner. Currently, the government of the Russian Federation has approved 19 permitted countries, among them Turkey, China, Thailand, Mexico, India. The list of countries is almost 3 times smaller than the previously approved one for issuing a single electronic visa. Thus, it is impossible to obtain a tourist visa on the basis of a confirmed hotel reservation or other place of stay for tourists from unfriendly countries. Another limitation with obtaining a tourist visa is the need of the tourist accommodation be entered in a special register. You can get acquainted with such a register on the official website of the Ministry of Economic Development of the Russian Federation.
Will all foreigners be able to take advantage of the simplified visa procedure?
But even if all the conditions for issuing a tourist visa on a reservation are met, some foreign guests will not be able to do this for a number of other reasons. For example, a foreigner wants to visit several cities in Russia. In this case, the foreigner will need to request confirmation of the reservation from each hotel. If a foreigner tourist from permitted countries plans to visit one city in Russia, then they can do it on his own, without a tourist group. Although COVID restrictions have been lifted, a foreigner should not forget about health insurance. The confirmation must be signed by an authorized employee of the hotel or other accommodation and certified with a seal. And on the basis of the confirmation, the foreign tourist is issued an entry document. I'm glad you watched the video till the end. I'm Ksenia Yasnova. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments and our lawyers will be happy to answer them. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned, stay with RosCo.